Welcome back everybody, Natsu here once again. This time around I am actually gonna do an update to the tier list that I made before for King of Fighters 15. Keep in mind that this is because there was a new patch and almost like 2 months I think, or 1 month. But there have been several tournaments like DreamHack, CEO, Combo Breaker I think is another one if I'm not mistaken. And you can see how the meta is changing. Now, having said that, keep in mind that this is the old list, the order I have. The only one that is missing is Leona. I noticed that because of me used when I decided to make myself the template because the order template sucked. So Leona was never added, so I'm gonna add it. I'm gonna add her as it is how I think she is right now. Right now, I always thought this character will be around. Let me go here. Around A or maybe B. To be honest, as it is right now, I'm gonna put her A. Right now, again, if you want to see, I'm gonna talk about some of them, but not all of them because some did change and or didn't change. If you want to see the in-depth video, I will be putting the links of the 2 last videos. I'll talk about the tiers. But yeah, so that is where I think Leona should be. She has good damage, but she's hard to not hard to control, hard to you need execution. So that's the only thing that I think is making her not being the best, even though some characters can have they ask for you a lot of execution, but the thing is that the damage they do is way higher than normal. And in this case, I don't think Leona hit that check mark, right? So having said that, let's talk about, actually, you know what, let's talk about here. Let's talk the low tiers first. Whip, if you have seen Combo Fiend playing Shameless Block, I have a new channel. I'm putting replay videos of high level players for King of Fighters 15. I will put also that on the link below, so you can, if you want, you can subscribe and see more high level play, right? It will also help me over there in that other channel because technically it's almost like new. I had like 2 weeks, but anyways. So Whip, I've been saying Combo Fiend and other players showing the potential of this character, and I got whipped from her. I think in one of my videos, I got like broken. Like I wasn't expecting her to be like that, and she's way better right now. So I think from D, I will put her also over here. Now Antov is gonna stay the same. Ramon, unfortunately, is gonna stay the same. They did some little buff, but I don't think it's enough to make him viable still. Like instead of using him as a grappler, go and use Clark or Dinosaur or Shermie, right? Now having said that, right? Now Terry, I think Terry is good, but I don't think he is the top one. I think right now that will be Rock, Dolores, and Rock, I mentioned it like he's a tier because he can do everything, right? And the damage output super great. He has great safe jump. After his I forgot the name of the move, but when you do quadruple back and punch, the hard punch version, the hard knockdown it allows you to do a stupid safe jump setup. Violet Kane abuses of that all the time, and he's winning a lot of matches because of that. Dolores, I'm gonna put her over here. She was heavily nerfed in areas that people wasn't expecting because they changed the hitboxes on hard boxes of her normal, so that way is affecting how she plays. Now, don't get me wrong, she's still a great character, but you will need, you cannot go with fraudulent throwing buttons and hope you will get a win, right? She is getting nerfed because of that. Now, the same thing will happen to Ralph. Ralph, again, is a great character still, but by nerfing the stuff that make him really strong, especially far standing B, he's getting messed up over there. Now Vanessa, they nerf her, but I don't think she's that bad as people are saying. I think she's maybe A, and when I say A, I think around here, which brings me to something else. King, she has fallen and she has gone a little bit down. Actually, let's put it over here. Blue Mary will stay over here. This character, Long, I still think she's a hidden top tier. A lot of people are sleeping on her. I've been noticing that. I forgot the name of the player and CEO. He was crushing people with this character because she has freaky, ambiguous cross-ups and stuff like that. So she could be later down the line S tier, but not sure if that's gonna happen. Again, I'm basing myself on the stuff I have seen against people I have played, and also high level play, right, in tournaments. Joe, I will put him over here. Actually, let's put her at A, but we're gonna put it over here. Ash, I'm gonna bring him lower. Let me actually, you know what? I'm gonna put it over here. The reason why I say this is that because when he did the charge move that goes forward, that is charge back and then forward kick, that move got nerfed in the regarding that the blocks when you block the move, instead of being farther away like it was, now it's closer. So you cannot use that move unless you hit confirm, and sometimes hit confirm with Ash, especially if the opponent is super mobile, like jumping back, hop, it doesn't help like his way. And to be honest, you're having so much trouble trying to win people. Now the damage is still there, that is true. And even though they buffed the far standing hard punch, I don't think there's that great of a buff, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, from what I'm seeing, like, my experience with him has not been the best right now. Let's see here. This one over here stay the same. Elizabeth, Gato, Robert. Robert will say, like I said, he didn't make any changes. What I would do actually is put Chermi a little bit over here. But technically it's like interchangeable. Chermi is way better right now, like way better. Like I could say she could be like top tier. When I say top tier, I mean like first three. But I don't think she's still there because of this other character, Rohan. Now, Rohan is interesting. This character, like I've been using this character from day one, and everything that he's doing. And when I say everything that he's doing, like for example, his combo potential was there. But the problem was that sometimes his combos will miss or whiff, and with the last patch, it got fixed. Like his TP going a little bit forward, right? Help him do combos that before was more like spacing specific. Like for example, if you do crouching jab, down four, the forward slide, which is down four hard kick, right? And do the hard circle back with the small short hop with the drill, right? And then do a DP. That will never work unless in the corner, and sometimes it will not work also in the corner. Like you need to do that a little bit different, but now it's really super consistent. Now everybody's using this character as last character, right? Do I think this character is top 3? No. Why? Because what is happening right now is that people don't know how to fight against this character. That's the reason why I'm not going to put him over here. Now, do I think he beats Terry the way he is right now? Yes, but especially in an offline environment. Why? Because Terry cannot go and say, power knuckle, or burn knuckle, whatever the name is, forget. Without risking him losing around 50 to 60% of his life, because the EXTP of this character, Krohan, is super good. And that's the main reason why he's going up. Andy is another one. I will go a little bit over here, actually, because he wasn't changed that much, and I'm seeing people start gravitating and playing and using it. For example, Chris Yee, right? K-Dash is another character that I think, you know what, I'm gonna put it. Actually, no, let's put it A tier. No, here. Yeah, K. So K-Dash, the buff they give him, like right now he's a beast. Like to be honest, I think he can be S tier, but I just want to be cautious in doing this, because everything that he had issues with, they got buffed. Like for example, when he was trying to zone you out, or or trying to mix you up. Now he has better options, better block strings, and it's really hard to deal with that, especially if it's a character that doesn't have fireballs. Like is like K dash will control the neutral in the match, especially like like if you try to jump at him, you're gonna get juggled. So this character can control and make and punish you for trying to do something when it's always his turn. And at least that's the way you might think about it. But you need to know the matchup. Otherwise, it will be a really, really hard experience playing against a great K-Dash player, because if you don't know the matchup, it's gonna be bad. Now, having about talk K-Dash, right? Let's talk about Kula. Kula is a character more people are using her. And before I was thinking, hey, I had put her like a team 8 tier the first time I did this tier list. The second time I went and put it over here. But with all the stuff that is happening, I think she is S tier. Like, like I'm seeing that especially top players like to use Kula. For example, Chris is another one that started playing with her. They're also, I think, Reina started playing with her, even though he doesn't like that character that much. I might be thinking that I don't think he likes her, but and what was the other player? ET, I think is another one that was using her. So yeah, she's going top. Like, she's way better right now. Let me see. Over here, I think everything is good. Now let's go to B tier. Now Chris, I think is gonna stay there. Now Yashiro, bro. Yashiro, you know what? Look, I'm gonna be ballsy with this one. I'm gonna put the Yashiro over here. That jump up cross up with hard punch, bro. Now his damage output is way better because of better combos extension. Like, this is another character that I haven't seen him that much in tournament play, at least in the States. But in the rest of the world, and Reina is someone that uses him all the time. But everybody's like using more like Rohan and Rock. Yashiro, that bad Wylon, I don't see a lot of people not using him still. But this is a character that's gonna be an issue in the future. If it's not an issue right now, right? Because he got a lot of damage, and it's not that hard to take that much of damage. I mean, get out that damage from him. Kuroki, I'm gonna make him go lower. When I mean lower, I'm gonna put him over here. The nerfs that they did him, like the damage scaling and stuff like that, are affecting him. Like, I don't think he went up whatsoever. Mito-kun, I'm gonna put him actually over here. Like, even though in theory he should do what Ash does, right? He does what Ash is supposed to do before way better, like controlling space. Like, it can be really lame playing against a good Mito-kun player, especially with the buff or the 4 low punch, which is like the 4 low kick, which is like the overhead kick. Now you can do it with the back, right? And that means that you can charge from crouching, standing hard punch, right? And then do that and not lose charge. Before you connect that, you had to do like a charge partition, and a lot of people found that really hard. Like, and to be honest, it's not that linear, especially in online play. Okay, Iori. Now, last time I think I put him the first time as S. I think right now he's A tier. Maybe S, but not sure. Right, so A tier. We're gonna go with that. He has better combos now, a little bit of better damage, and like the buff of standing jab, being able to cancel, it helps him a lot. Even though people are not noticing that right now, but he can open you up right now, especially now when he do like a CD, the blowback, the power attack. If he does cancel to horizontal back and kick, the low kick version, he can dash, because that's a run now for whatever reason. So he can pressure you that way, but he can convert from there and get a better combo. Because when he does that, if you're fast enough, you can do the other one that he does like the jump with the hand, and then cancel that to Rekas, which is another thing. That move able to do that, like, I think it's way faster. It helps, like I said, better combo damage, etc., etc. Dinosaur, I think is gonna stay there. I don't see him going that up. Shun'ei is another one that, to be honest, I'm testing him as we speak right now, and I think he might be S tier, but at the bottom. At worst, I think he might be. Let me put him over here, A tier. Far hard punch, able to cancel to his order special moves, and even special command, like, you know, if you do far hard punch and then forward low punch, he can do the punch, the follow up, and he can also, you know, like, he can combo way, you know, far away. I think that any character right now that can cancel from their far hard punch is a good character. Oh yeah, I forgot, Krohan can do that, by the way. Now I don't remember if he was able to do it before, but now he seems that he can cancel on the first hit, on the third hit, and that's really important. Now let me see. Angel is going up, bro, and I'm gonna be ballsy. You know what? No, sorry, I'm not gonna be that ballsy. I'm gonna put her. Let me put it over here. The reason why I say this is because I think, like, I would say this character has potential for being S tier, but once you start learning the matchup, you can know when you can interrupt an Angel player. Now the issue with this is that Angel is a super technical character, and you need to know what options the player will, you know, can do against you, and from there you can do like a defense plans against that, and, you know, being able to punish your opponent. But again, it's really hard because if you don't know how to deal with that, right? If you don't know how to deal with the Angel player, you're gonna get stumped. If you know how to deal against an Angel player, the Angel player might be, oh, this guy knows, right? But then again, if you know what he's trying to do, then you can also bait him and make him, you know, making him pay the price, right? With counter setups, etc., etc. Beimaru. You know what? Beimaru is gonna be here in between Robert. This character, I don't know why SNK decided to make his super. After he does his super, you can combo afterwards. So the damage output that you doing from him right now is way higher than before. Also, his normals are getting gone better. So to be honest, it's like a way better character than before, close to what he was as a top tier in Kingdom Fighters 13 and 14. Even though this version is still weak compared to those versions, but I think he's way stronger than before. Ryo, I think it's gonna stay there. Kyo, you know what? Dinosaur is gonna go. Let me put it over here. Actually, Kyo, I don't know. The problem with this is that the B tiers are solid characters. Like, when you go to C, that's when you start seeing, like, oh, what the heck, right? But I think Kyo is gonna be. You know what? I'm gonna put. Yeah, let's put it over here. Ryo is still the same. BB Janet also will go top tier, and she would be. I put her here like that. Technically now, all team. If you want to play this game to win, just play Team Garo. That's the end. Like, to be honest, you know, like, she got better in our little teams. Like, her combos are way better. Not only way better in the regard that, you know, damage, but also more consistent. Now let's see over here, Maxima. Maxima is a character I think people are still sleeping on him, and he might be top B tier or maybe a bottom A tier. I'm gonna put him B and B. Like, he has a lot of options that will stop top tier characters or people to go over and try to pressure him. Like, his normals having guard point, right, is really annoying. And to be honest, like, trying to whiff punish in this game is really hard. Even though that's always something that's been kind of hard in recent fighting games. But yeah, like, I think this character might eventually go to the S tier. But again, I haven't seen nobody wins in majors, but I have seen the potential of this character being good. Chitsuru, another one that's gonna go S tier. Now, this character is kind of hard, but the things that she's doing now are more reliable. and the benefit of only not only damage but also poking. Like her poke game is super good. Like she will stop a lot of stuff, and you might be asking, hey bro, like can I interrupt her, or what the heck? And this is why you see people like Justin Wong getting really high, and also other players using Zero recently that are getting really high, because those kind of character takes a little while to get to people understand them. But not only the buff that SNK provided to her, now having that, and also those players having more knowledge of the game and using those buffs on their benefit, right, is making this character go S tier. Rugal, you're gonna stay the same. Yeah, because unfortunately, even though he got like a slight nerf, I don't think he's the best. Now he's a solid character, don't get me wrong. So let me see. Billy Kane, bro. Billy Kane, you're gonna go through that one. Okay. I always like the design of Billy Kane, but I don't think he has the correct tools for this version of King of Fighter. When I used him briefly in King of Fighter 13, he was way better. Not only because of combo, but also because it felt like his combo structures and hit consistent felt way better and consistent. Now it's like, oh no, did I hit him with that? Really? What happened? Like he's like, I don't know. Like, it's kind of funky. Like right now, the way he is right now. Even though yes, he has a toggle stick, a cane, right? I think that either they commit to having his combo structure be more lenient, and also, or make his pokes being good as he was before. Also, like jumping down hard punch, that crab deck, the hitbox is super messed up. Like it should be a little bit bigger. Like it's not that easy. Like usually, if you're gonna set it up, it's usually from a jumping CD, and then go from there. And it becomes too obvious. So yeah, Gamma, right? Now this character, I will put him over here. I think he's A tier at best, not B at least. He's a great character, but I think that what he does, Athena does it better, and also what he does, Lon does it better. Even though he does a lot of damage and the poison can add up, but like for example, like if you're gonna do like trying to open your, like the media gain you do get from this character is ridiculous, and that might bring him almost to top A tier, but not S. But you need to try hard, for real. Like instead of using him, use another character that can do what he does, but a little bit better, right? Geese. Now Geese, I love this character, but the problem with Geese is that should he be A tier or B tier? You know what? Let's put him A tier. The reason why I say this is because Geese itself, he has damage, he has good combos, but sometimes like using his counters, especially like the anti-air counter and the low counter, like especially the anti-air, like you cannot combo afterwards, right? And then like after you're gonna do like a stand-up after that, and also the low version, you need to be really on point. Like to be honest, like to be good with Geese, like you could either go like I do, like using as a starter, right, or using him anchor. But the problem is that I don't see him opening up people, and that's the issue. Like the problem with Geese is that he cannot open you up, and even if you try to open him up, right, like for example, you will do a knockdown from crushing the roundhouse, right? So what the deal? What can you do afterward? Nothing, because the problem is that at least in the older version, like you could do like his super Repuken, right, and do OTE, but now you cannot do that. Also changing the motions of that special move to what was it? quadruple back, quadruple 4, I think it was, or actually I think it was quadruple 4 and then half cycle back. Making those changes, it's kind of weird, especially if you play King of Fire 14. Now, even though his combo structure I think is way better than King of Fire 14, like you know the having the ground bounce, but sometimes when you do the wall bounce, the combo is kind of weird because depending on the spacing of the character, you need to micro dash for, and sometimes it's not that obvious, and sometimes it will be like kind of weird, right? Now he has other stuff like you can do like a hard knockdown and then do the HD activation and then do the super to level 3 and it will connect, and you know that's cool, but you know like other characters can do that from a straight hit. Like you need to do this, you know, you need to combo completely for that to happen. Like for you know, if you want to deal damage and fast and easy, use Crawl Hand or any of the top tiers, right? So yeah, that's gonna be my tier list this time around. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. As always, like and subscribe, and yeah, see you next time. Bye bye.